Boy, that last one was an hour.
Wow, that's a long time. But it takes time to do one project sometimes.
Hi, folks.
How are you doing?
It's Juju and Cece. We're back for another crazy butt kind of cleaning day.
We are.
And I found this and I thought it was wonderful. Friends fill our lives with love and laughter. And look, there we are.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm the cute one, of course.
Yes, you are, of course.
Right. But that's us. That's friends. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
We fill each other's lives with love and laughter.
Lots of it.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe they let us out of the house together. You know, sometimes I just wonder.
What will we do?
But we were very pleased with the closet we did before.
Yeah.
It turned out wonderful.
It took a long time.
Yeah.
But we talked a lot in the beginning.
We did. And we're sorry about that.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's who women are. We all gab, you know.
The guys gab too. Ours are out gabbing right now. So the one thing I wanted to point out to you is that we need to get to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully by the end of the year. We want that to be our Christmas gift. I don't know what the count is today, but if you could just go ahead and subscribe to us, if this helps you at all, please, it helps us when you do. And it's free, and YouTube won't bother you. YouTube's free. What we're doing is free for you. We just want them to pay us.
It really would be an awesome Christmas present.
Yeah.
You know, there are families out there, and I know some of them who buy a plethora of gifts for each person in their family. Well, that's fine for them. In my family, we don't exchange presents, so I don't get any presents. Now, Cece and I exchange presents, but you know, that's about all I get. So this 1,000 subscribers would be the best present ever.
And 55% of you just watch us.
So,
if it helps you at all, please just subscribe. And you don't even ever have to watch again. If you subscribe, that's what we need.
Yeah, and if you don't think that we're your cup of tea, you know, and you move on, that's fine too. We understand.
Yeah, we lose a few here and there, but not much.
No, you can't make everyone happy. And we're trying to make our friends happy.
Yep.
So join us today. We are doing a bookshelf.
And it's a big one.
Yeah, and we have literally started at the corner and worked around.
Because we did the closet, the linen closet, which is right beside it. Now we're moving around to the next thing.
Yes. And we have an empty bin for books that she knows she's getting rid of.
Yeah.
But before we do, we have another medical item.
And that's going to go on my Buy Nothing group. Because I mentioned it in the last one that my cane that I put up there went fast. So I'm going to put another one up there because I don't use it.
Did you get any other people needing canes?
There was one other person that had mentioned that they were interested, and I said, well, do you want to direct message me so we could talk about it? And I never heard from them. And the second person said, I need this for my 93-year-old mother.
Well, if you hear of anyone else, I have one I can donate because I had physical therapy in the summer, and I was taught how to use a cane. And I brought a walking stick, a regular cane, and a 4-prong cane. And I said to the therapist, which one is for me? And she said, get rid of the other two. The plain cane is what you need. So I have a 4-prong that I can get rid of too.
Okay, good. We'll put that on there for you. So I'm going to start with these books because I was, in my past life, I was a writer. And I did okay. I was on the board of directors at Pen Writers. I won some writing contests. And then I had my brain tumor, golf ball sized. They took it out of my nose so they wouldn't have to cut my head. But it just did something to me. It took away my ability to really read cognitively for more than a sentence or two. So reading a book
can't happen.
It's not going to happen. But like I picked up an Instagram for Dummies because I'm setting up our Instagram page.
Oh.
Okay. So, and then I lose track. It's just part of having had somebody inside your head with little scissors. But, yeah, my doctor made these little teeny tiny scissors and he showed me the things and I was amazed. But anyhow, that's Pittsburgh medicine. It's just the best anywhere. So I consequently have lots of books and they're from people that I know, and some of them are really good writers, people that have been in business for many years, but I've had these books, I've never read one. Not once. So why are they sitting here?
So I have a question before you get started.
Uh-huh.
Would it be a possibility for someone to read to you and you comprehend it?
I might get bored, but I don't want anybody reading to me, and I don't really care about stories anymore because I can watch it on TV.
True.
And a book turns into a movie sometimes.
Yes.
And I just don't have that desire anymore. It's gone.
Okay, so now we're going to do this. Take a drink while I'm talking. What we're going to do is we're going to do the shelving unit here. Now, if I wasn't helping her, she'd start, oh, I'm going to look at this, or I'm going to look at that. But no, that's not how we do things.
That's how I do things.
One shelf at a time, and we start
At the top.
So I will hand her stuff, and she will decide where it goes.
And I haven't even looked at the top stuff. I've been looking
it's
at
time.
everything else.
I know, it is time. Now, you said this is for the dogs.
It's for Jelly Belly Bean.
Yes, it's for the bean. So we have
It
to
goes
put
downstairs.
Yes, and downstairs.
For Jelly Bean.
So I'm going to hand you. Uh-oh. This is a medical thing.
Oh, then we know where that goes.
Yes, this goes in the medical bin. Okay.
Now, this book I would read because the hubster and I, we haven't paid for cable 6 years, maybe 7. We've determined that we've saved $5,820 since we got rid of cable. And we have our own antennas in the attic that we made. The two of us sat down and made them out of PVC pipe. My husband is a genius as far as figuring out how to do things. And he followed somebody else who was making these antennas. So we made them, and he wrote a book about it as to how to do it. So this is a self-publishing book of how to publish your things. And I got it whenever I went to a conference of pen writers. And
okay, I'm going to
this will help me to be able to put that book online properly.
I'm going to make, no, hold on. I'm going to make a suggestion.
Okay.
The books you're keeping, do not put on there because that thing is not very strong.
Okay.
So put your books on the floor.
Okay.
That you're going to keep.
Okay.
And that way we'll deal with that later. I'm going to give you a pile at a time.
Well, we're going to pause right now because I'm going to go blow my nose.
Okay, well, I can talk to you while she's go to blow her nose. I have a pile of stuff here that she needs to go through. And what we're going to do is when we're done with each shelf is we're going to dust it off. That'll make her nose really run. But we need to keep things clean so when we move them, they're already clean when we put them in their place. We get this completely empty. It's going on that side of the room, so you can't really use it yet because we haven't gotten that far. And it's going to take a little while to get through all these. She might look at a book and say, yeah, I know I'm not going to read this and get rid of it right away, but there's going to be a couple she's really going to need to keep. So we'll get there. And are you better now?
I think so.
Good.
You want to sit there?
Nope. You're the one who has to work. I'm just sitting here looking pretty.
And you're doing a good job.
So, what I have here, 2 gauze squares.
And that goes in the medical part.
Okay. I'm going to make a pile here for medical. And when we're all done today, we'll put everything away.
Okay.
Here we go.
This is another one of my hubby's.
Is it going to medical shelf?
No, this gets tossed.
Okay, well, the garbage is behind it. Can you reach it from there?
Yeah, I can reach it. I made it so I can reach it.
This is obviously what?
Medical.
Okay.
It's a heating pad.
I'll give you these two. And true to form, another purse.
Well, but this one was made by my grandmother.
So
You see the C on it? Every one of her grandchildren, she had 25 grandchildren, and she made every single one.
Wow.
A hand-tooled leather purse. She did all of this with the...
Yeah, I've done that stuff before.
Every single one of us got them. But it's not wide enough for me to use now.
Is there anything in it?
Oh.
Wow, that...
No.
Okay. What we should do with that is put that in the other room with your keeper stuff.
Okay.
So I'll take this, and
Okay.
you take this.
Okay.
And we'll make a pile to go into the other room.
This is my exercise ball.
So...
It got deflated whenever we had to bring everything
Oh, yeah,
upstairs. So I would
So-
like to have it again, but who knows?
We'll put this...
Oh my.
What is all that? It looks to me like there's all kind of little jewelry and
Yep.
kind of stuff in there, and
Yeah.
it looks like stuff you want to go through later.
Yep. Exactly.
That's what I would do.
I'll go through it later.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll go through this one later.
Here, this one was in there.
Wow. That's
Okay,
almost scary.
next.
All right, ready?
Yeah. My 17-year-old baby girl.
Wow, she's pretty young there.
Yeah, she was only like a year. And, oh look, office stuff.
Office stuff. It goes in the other room. I'll put it with the other room stuff. Who is that? I can't see that far away.
Matt.
It is Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He wants this picture. I think I'll set it up nicely and put it in a frame and just mail it with a lump of coal. All right, let's see. Nothing in that.
It's empty.
Yeah, it's like a pill container. But the idea is to purge.
Yeah.
And wait, what's this? 10 by 10 canopy, $199 for my Easy Up. And these are...
Okay, give me all your secretarial stuff. Is that... Are you keeping that? Why did you do that?
Because I'm stupid.
No, you're not stupid. You'd forget.
All
This
right.
all goes in that room.
This all goes in that
Okay,
room.
you take... I'll wait till you're done with that. You can dust off your lint. Or, yeah, that's what I say, lint.
Yeah, for my dog. I love my daddy.
Oh, that's cute. That goes with the Christmas outfit. What did you do with that?
Right here to go downstairs.
Okay, take this pile from me, please.
Okay.
And then I will get rid of this.
Author training manual. This is going to be... Oh, it is... It was signed by the author to me, but that life is over.
Move on.
Time to move on. Office. This can go. QR codes for dummies. This is an old address book, but I may not have all the addresses, so put it in the office. So I can deal with it.
Yes.
Oh, this girl, Just Add Magic. Cindy Callahan. She got a TV show for her book series. Kids TV show. I'm telling you, I know a lot of talented people. Online marketing for busy authors.
No. Put them so that when your friend looks at them,
She doesn't want these.
She doesn't?
No, she doesn't write.
Oh.
Organize and revise any manuscript. There's writing books in here with just regular reading ones. Finish your book in 3 drafts. No. This is the story of Pittsburgh. This book's a keeper. It's a coffee table book. I'm just going to put it back up here.
No.
Why?
Because this is a rag, right?
Yep.
We're going to dust off this mess before we start putting stuff back up here that you're keeping. Thank you.
Okie doke.
All right. Now, I want you to do these.
These.
Could they go downstairs?
They go downstairs.
And I don't know what that is.
This is my mother's old address book. And it will go in the office.
Okay, I'll trade you. Take this. There.
Oh, it's a Nichol.
It sure is. All right.
2017, and it's really discolored. I'm going to set it there on top of my phone.
I'm going to give you this little pile.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you big piles at first. Because
Strong Survival, the Life and Times of a Mountain Woman.
that's so you. Sorry.
I'm not a mountain woman.
I know.
My favorite recipes. Oh, with cards. Oh, that's something for me. Downstairs. And this was my mother's when she turned 80. Everybody that came to her 80th party filled out something.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But what do you do with it now?
Put it with your mother's things that you kept. And that stuff's in the office.
Okay.
Office.
You
So you got to keep her on task all the time.
Yeah. ADHD. Office. This is my friend's book. Very close friend. It's not going anywhere. Believe in yourself. Oh, this is a journal. And I start and I never write in them. And this is pretty old.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, but I don't think that this book would be up to date because it has like director of agencies, county assistant, and that sort of thing for our county and our state. But this is very old, so this
has to be updated by now.
Cookbook, Paleo Sweets. I don't do paleo. I hear a helicopter.
I hear something.
Peter Walsh. Oh, this is wonderful. Clearing Mental Clutter to Become the Best You. This is a good book. I have read this book. Peter Walsh is very, very good. Carrie Fisher, Delusions of Grandma. Well, I've never read this one, so I'm going to put it there. Come on, stand upright. This is my friend's book, Scott Paulson from WDVE. He's retired, but they're still friends. A practical guide for family caregivers.
That's
After the brain tumor, never read it. Janine Roth, Breaking Free from Emotional Eating. Oh, I'm like that. I'm emotionally eating constantly.
I think a lot of people are.
Painted Bride Quarterly, an annual print of stories. Who knows? Without a Doubt by Marcia Clark, the O.J. Simpson story. I got it because I wanted to read it from her perspective.
But never did.
I just cracked the book right now. This is what happens when you go yard sailing and you see a book for 25 cents. Those are mine that are going back.
But these are keepers, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're doing up here.
And you go and you pick up that book. Well, gosh, golly gee, if you don't plan on reading it, don't buy it. I bought that without a doubt, thinking I was going to come home and sit down and read it.
Without a doubt, I didn't do it.
Without a doubt, I didn't do it. And here's a writing book for setting up your setting. Make sure nobody's names are in here before I give them away. Dave Sedaris, dress your family in corduroy and denim. And even got the butt shot.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be gone. Self Matters Companion. Dr. Phil. This is a good one. Vinegar Fridays. This is written by Hannah Hayton Kay. And it has all kinds of different... You know what? I'll probably just resell this.
Okay.
Where'd we do the eBay?
Over here.
Okay. Just make a pile on the floor and we'll throw it in later.
I got it in.
The 2020 Diet with Dr. Phil. I don't know what this is, but this looks like something the hubster would read.
Yeah, it does.
It does. So we have to put that with his stuff.
Start a pile for him.
Okay. Cooking Round the Clock with Rachel Ray. Here's the thing with cookbooks. Let me get this book in there to hold things up. I found this at a yard sale. Cracking the book finally. And I find most of my recipes online. So why am
Most people do now.
Yeah. This is my very good friend. Excellent book to read. It's Annette Dashafy with a Vengeance, and she writes about Western PA.
You know, I've seen her name before somewhere, and I often thought, I wonder if I could read them, but, you know, I can't read normal books because I can't see to do it. And it's very hard to use a magnifying glass for me. So unless it's giant print, it's just not in my reality. You know, it's just not.
The Hungry Girl Diet.
Yeah, forget that.
Yeah, I know.
Look, folks, we've already got 2 shelves done.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
And these go to a shelf unit that's downstairs.
Pictures.
My son. And me.
Wow, you're young.
Yeah,
When-
I was
when
like
did that
28.
When did that happen?
Sometime in my life. This is a pattern I wanted to make.
And?
I have a sewing machine.
Yes.
It needs to be tuned up.
Mm-hmm.
And with all the clutter I've had in my life, I've never been able to make this.
Now, would you wear it if you made it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's my style right here.
How come I've never seen you in that stuff?
Because I never made it.
Oh.
And
So, should I put this with the sewing machine?
yeah.
Okay, I will do that when I open that cupboard.
And what happens whenever you let clutter rule your life is that things that you really want to do, like take up sewing, doesn't get done because you're always doing that domino effect where you got this and you have to do this to get that done, to do this, to get this done, to get this done. And then you don't have time for yourself. And that's what my life has been. I don't have time for me. So therefore, I don't buy those kind of clothes that's in that picture. That's why I thought, well, I'll just make it for me because I like it so much.
Because she's tall and it would look nice.
It would look nice.
Wait, let me show you this. See this?
The brown one.
This is something that would look good on her.
That's my style.
Now, I have to point something out to you, friends. We are going through stuff. And look how much stuff we have gone through that we can say, hey, that goes in the other room and we have a place for it. We have a bin for it. We have a drawer for it.
It has a home.
It has a home.
Exactly.
So now all this stuff isn't it nice that I called it stuff? All these things.
Crap.
I didn't say that.
I did.
Bad. Anyways, all these things now either are going to have a new home or they're out of here.
Gone.
And it's because we're just doing one shelf at a time. You can do it just like she's doing it.
You think I'd want to read something about diabetes?
No.
No.
Forget that. Forget that. Okay, I'm going to start handing you some paperbacks.
Okay.
So, and I can't pick up a lot of them or I'll drop them. So you know it's just the way it's got to be.
Okay. And this has a rip cover on it.
Oh, yay.
Yay. And Hank Philippi Ryan, she's another excellent author. She tells suspense stories. The Far End of Happy by Catherine Kraft. This Catherine Kraft had 2 kids. I know her. She had 2 kids and her husband committed suicide. Walked right out into their field and shot himself. And so she had to find a new happy, the far end of happy, with her 2 boys and herself.
Wow. Oh. I'm going to move this pile down here. Oh. See, I said you're going to drop them.
Oh, see, now this has a name in it. I have to return this.
Get it. Stop it.
The Night Fruit Army. This is another Scott Paulson book.
Oh.
That's my buddy. Fish Tales. Real life stories to help you transform your workplace and your life. Supposedly, yeah. Nope. There's a book I have that has a bunch of authors that was like a bunch of writers that I was friends with that had their own books and things, and they wrote stories and they made a collaboration of different stories.
Like the old Reader's Digest used to do.
Yeah.
Remember that? We were kids.
Yeah. Okay. James Patterson. Wait, I better make sure there's no names in these. Okay. This Marcus Saki, he's pretty good too. A Mournful Teddy by John J. Lamb. This guy writes cozies. And yeah, it's a guy.
That's like Garrison Keillor.
Yeah, he's funny. Okay. I am going to throw away this book.
Okay.
It's supposed to be, get in there, you. It's supposed to be, you know, somebody makes up a journal and they give it to you, but they put different pages in it with what they think should be in there too, and they glue it. Wasn't my thing.
Okay, give me your clip that you just put to your...
There's downstairs.
Oh, okay.
The Pilot's Wife. Garrison Keillor. Picked that up at a yard sale. He's a funny guy. And this goes this way. Jack Ketchum. He's a guy that writes about murder. Garrison Keillor. Lake Woebegone. This is one of his most famous books.
Yeah.
She writes about the search for true nourishment. That sounds interesting, doesn't it?
If you're into that, yeah, it does.
And at one point, I thought I was going to read Harry Potter. So I picked up a bunch of the books. And here they are.
Well, you know, I read some of them. I didn't read them all. Excuse me. And then I just kind of got disinterested in them.
Tuesdays with Maury. And this is my book with my mother's writing in it.
Let me tell you a story about the Harry Potter series. Harry Potter came out, and I worked in a costume shop. Do you know how many children I dressed as wizards? More than I ever want to think about. But you know what? It was something that they were interested in, and that was fine. And my boss, every time a new Harry Potter movie come out, and it always premiered over in London, she would fly over to London for that premiere.
Because she was from London.
No, my boss was not from London.
Oh, no, I meant the Harry Potter lady.
Right. She was from London. But she would fly over there to London and go to the premiere and watch those Harry Potter movies. So she was really into Harry Potter. And that was fine for her. And it was good for the costume shop. I mean, we really sold. It was unbelievable. We had designer wands for Harry and for Hermione and, I mean, for everybody, you know. And so it was quite an interesting time for me. Yes, ma'am.
With Harriet Park, Glenn Beck.
Okay.
Harriet Park lives in Leech Park.
Oh.
And this is Glenn Beck's signature.
Wow.
I don't know what I should do with it. It's a really good story.
If you don't want the book, try and sell it. Because someone out there may want it.
Then I'll put it right there.
That's my suggestion. You can do what you want with it, but there might be somebody out there who would really want that kind of book.
Yeah. Oh, I know Martha. She moved to Florida.
I know Martha too. I had an aunt by that name. Oh, sorry.
Different Martha.
Different Martha.
You have to see if there's... Usually they put on the title page, they sign it. So I just wanted to look and see if it was signed. Voices for the Attic. From the Attic.
I was going to say for the attic.
From.
Look at that. You have some serious dust moving, girl.
Hey.
Does this clutter make my butt look fat? Oh my gosh.
Well, it's a known fact that when you have too much clutter, you're sitting on your butt more. And your butt looks fat. It's a great book. I've read this one. Peter Walsh again. Orange is the New Black. That's a good series from Netflix. Jeff Bortz. Woo-hoo! This guy lives in Butler.
Wow.
Flash of Murder. Gone Girl with Gillian Flynn or whatever her name was. Okay. Manischewitz. Lisa Gardner. Autographed copy, huh? Let me see. All these intro pages. There it is. Lisa Gardner signed it on the title page. Say goodbye. It says right on it, say goodbye, so I gave it away. This is worth keeping. Here's another person whom I know. And this lady has, you paying attention?
Oh, sorry.
Last I heard, 54 books out. She's from Oakmont, PA.
Really?
Nancy Martin. Yep. Here's another one, a crazy little thing called Death. This one she autographed for me. Nancy Martin. Hank Philippi Ryan. To Colette. That was a good book. And Maria V. Snyder. More page? Nope, back a page. The Pop Cops Are Watching. This is from 2012. I don't know what that means. It's been so long I don't know what the reference was.
Now,
Nancy Martin, Murder Melts in Your Mouth.
this one here. This one here.
Yeah.
She's my favorite author.
Kristen Hanna.
Yep, and I've probably read at least half of the books she's written. But I can't read those little ones now because I can't see them.
Does that bother you?
Yes, it does. Because I'm a reader.
Oh.
When I was growing up, just like with Cece, life was not always easy. So reading this story took you out of the world you live in into a completely different realm. And it was nice to escape the world we lived in.
There's some sticky on here.
I know. So what are we doing about that?
It's from this book.
Yes. It's that tape.
It's my mother's. My God, it's filled with prayer cards right and left.
Well, your mother was pretty Christian.
No, this is not my book. Not her book. But I'm sorry, but I'm getting rid of it.
I want to see it.
Okay. I'm looking for anybody that's from my family.
Whose book is it?
Probably her dead husband's. Not my father. Carly Philippi. Conrad Hilton, be my guest. Oh gosh, Colette, I hope you know how much your belief in me means to me. From the beginning you said this would happen. I'm so glad you were right. I appreciate your something faith and friendship. Big hugs to you and thank you, Janice Lynn. Jane Millionaire. Oh, and I have her address.
Wow.
She even gave me her address. I better hang on to that. Drop her a line. And I will do that. The Clockwork Teddy. John Lamb. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I could not read that to save my life. Jennifer Cruzy. Faking It. One time in 2005, I decided I wanted to be a writer, and they had to Colette, read and write what you love. Reading is reading, not what would sell. Good luck, Vicki Lewis Thompson. This is a trilogy of stories, but I decided, I have to go learn. So I found a conference. Conference was in downtown New York City.
Wow.
I took a train by myself to New York City. This has my number in it. I'm going to have to do something with it. It has my phone number. And so I took this train. It was like a 12-hour day. Went to New York City, stayed at the Hilton because that's where they had the conference.
Oh,
and I hooked up with a couple other people to share a room. There was 4 of us sharing a room that costs a lot because it had a bedroom, a living room, and then the bathroom, and you were up above, I think it was the 44th floor, and so you had access to their breakfast that was free and their lunch that was free. And let me tell you, when you're in New York City, free is good. Because, oh my God, a breakfast for 2 eggs was at 2015, $6.98 for 2 eggs. That didn't include toast. That didn't include bacon. So every time there was some sort of a thing, I would go upstairs and eat. Because then it was nighttime. That's when we would go out and eat dinner. And I didn't have a whole lot of money, you know. It cost me a lot to do this. But I learned so much. Oh, this must be my dust book.
It works then.
Office. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Some Like It Lethal, Nancy Martin. Fern Michaels, Fool Me Once. She was good. Now, the values factor. I did not read this. And I can't now.
We're on the bottom shelf, folks.
Nuh-uh. Well, we need another container.
Yeah, we do.
I guess we'll have to just stack them on that one.
Yeah, we have.
This has my number in it, and it's a very good book. I want to keep it.
We had a couple empty boxes we kept for books. I think they're behind you somewhere. Okay, we'll deal with it later.
Okay. This is a Twilight book. Remember the Twilight books?
I remember the TV show. I've
Well,
never seen it, but
this started out, I saw something between the pages. Oh, my husband hates it when people turn pages down like that. But anyhow, so I thought, I'll read this Twilight stuff and see why people like it. I only got 1/3 of the way into it. Couldn't do it anymore. What do we have here? Women, Food, and God. Constant craving. Can you tell I had problems with eating and wanted to eat constantly? Okay, this has somebody else's name in it. The Spare Room. Nope. Techniques of the Selling Writer. That wouldn't be me. A Prayer for the Night. Woe is I, the Grammar Phobe's Guide to Better English in Plain English. I started reading this book, made no sense to me. And I had honors English.
okay, let's start on the floor. Because if we don't, we're not going to be able to lift this box. No, we're not.
We're not going to be able to lift that box anyhow. Excuse me, your life is waiting. Another Sylvia Brown belongs to another person. Sarah Dessen, What Happened to Goodbye. I bought this. I like her. Sarah Dessen is a very good author. Here's another one, The Truth About Forever. Oh, wait, what's this? Cindy Jennings. I better get a hold of her. The Sleeping Doll. What's this? The Dark Design. I don't know where that came from, but it's leaving. Patricia Cornwell, I like her. Will it ever end? Lisa Jackson, she's good too. The little ones go in there. Oh, here it is. Here's the, what are they calling this? 12 Crime Tales, called Lucky Charms. And these are all the members of my writing group. in my local Pittsburgh chapter of Sisters in Crime. And they all submitted things that were supposed to be given.
Down there.
Oh, down there. Down there. You hear me? Jody Picoult. Man, is she good. You know what Jody writes about? She writes about Amish people and families and trying to grow up being an Amish person. That's tough. Tough game. Garbage bags are happy too. Lisa Scottolini. Why my third husband will be a dog. The Great Gatsby. Thought I'd read that too. Get down there. Herbs. I do want to keep this book.
Okay.
Because it talks about different herbs and even like here it describes them. And then that way that I'll have that for reference. Kelsey Grammer, so far. To Jeffrey Garmer. And it has the old address. But my mom bought him this. And he liked that book a lot. So I'm going to leave it alone. You know, I didn't realize I had so much here. Here's another one, the Guppy Anthology. Anthology. I'm breaking in a new set of lips.
It's easy for her to say.
No, it wasn't. 22 Tales of Murder and Mayhem by the Rising Stars of Mystery. Lisa Scottolini. Oh, look, she has my name in it. And true to form, it's spelled wrong.
Well, that's par for the course.
Yep, it's par for my course. Sarah Dessen, I love that. She's so good. The Nanny Diaries. Boy, this was controversial. All these nannies that were telling what the rich people were really doing behind closed doors. Pittsburgh Noir. This is a bunch of writers that wrote about Pittsburgh. And I don't know what noir means. But there it is. Are you done yet?
Almost. One more pile.
Measure Twice, and it's not author. This is a good book. Tell you a story about that later. Be the one who wrote the book on it. Oh, this is an ad. It's an ad for a publishing company. Oh, Madhu. I have to keep it. I love Madhu. Harley Jane Kozak, A Date You Can't Remember. I know her too. Eat, Pray, Love. Good Lord. Inside My Heart, Robin McGraw. There, look, I cracked the book finally. And I did not buy that. Somebody gave it to me because I liked Dr. Phil. Hallie Efron. I took a course from her one time. Her sister lives in Pittsburgh, or Hallie did. I forget which way it goes. Either her sister or Hallie lived in Pittsburgh. And they did a writer's course down at Carlow College. Oh, come on. Fall in Love, Stay in Love. Sticky Fingers by Nancy Martin. Colette, spelled wrong. You're such a pal. Oh, here we go again. Lisa Scottolini. Lisa Scottolini. And the new Webster's Roger Thesaurus. We will keep this one.
Okay.
Now, I've gone from 3 full, double-walled, sometimes, books to just what's on top. So I'm going to put mine on the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to put mine on the bottom. And then that way, what we're going to do, Juge.
Yes.
I probably shouldn't put them on the bottom because this is the bookcase that's going to go over there in that corner because we're going to tear down that one, that bookcase.
Well, I have a suggestion.
Yeah, that's a whole nother video because we're already on 50 minutes.
If you're going to put another shelving unit over there,
yeah,
then you might want to put your books on the shelving unit that you're not going to use in that room.
Because well, I only have this much.
That's why I'm saying maybe your book should go in there. Oh. Because the Hubster has a lot of books, and he's going to fill this up.
Yeah, that's true.
So why don't you keep your book separate from his? I mean, I'm just saying.
That's a good idea. I'll
do
that.
We'll take these books and put them over there.
Put them in the other room.
Yeah. So with
these
that,
can stay here right now.
With that said,
we're done.
We're done. We're done with this.
We're not really done because we have to deal with
putting it all away.
Taking these books out of this room. That's going to take a bit.
Yes.
Because they're going to be heavy. It's going to take multiple trips. And it's not happening today, honey.
No, it's not.
I'll be doing that on my own.
Yeah.
And I'll be taking those downstairs. So that's going to happen. And for right now,
we've done really well today.
Yeah, we have.
I mean, we got this whole unit emptied.
Mm-hmm.
Gone through and pitched.
Right.
So I don't know what else to say about it.
Say bye.
Have a great day, friends. We'll see you on the flip flop.
We'll see you later. Toodles.
Bye.